I'm Andrea. I am a scientist turned stay-at-home mom, and I was talking to someone on here about our calendar setup. Today I thought I would give you a little tour of our preschool at home cart and kind of show you what I do in the mornings with my 3-year-old. So this cart really started with this Melissa and Doug calendar. We've had this for a while now. The thing I was talking about with someone was the fact that we pared down what comes with the original calendar. I'll try to include like a picture or something, but it comes with a second board that has all these different pieces. And so what I had to do was pare it down so that we have our basic stuff here, and then we have the extra pieces over here. So we don't really use the activities or feelings section on this side. We just use this for storage. And so that really helps keep things simple for us. And then I have month specific things. I have them just in little envelopes that I pull out each month to update. So we've been doing this together for quite a while now, and he really enjoys it. He asks for calendar. We have a playlist of songs that we will listen to that include the Jack Hartman song for the current month, a Days of the Week song. We've kind of changed it up over time. And then we have a What is the Weather song that we will listen to. And so when we do this, we are also practicing our ASL signs for the days of the week, for the season, and for the weather. But recently, what we have added to that is just this inexpensive dry erase calendar so that we could practice counting the days of the month. So again, we do our song. Right now we're doing the August song, and then we will count all of these days together so that he's getting some practice with that. And I really do think that is helping with some of his issues skipping numbers. And so we will count, and then we will add the current day. And so we usually do that first and then come over here and update this calendar. And then the last thing we do as kind of our calendar time is we practice our alphabet chant. So this is the other board from the Melissa and Doug calendar. You can see where it was attached here. And so I just cut the kind of ribbon piece that's connecting the two of them. And the nice thing is that without all the magnets, this is actually a pretty nice whiteboard. So we use it for that. And then we have been using the alphabet chant from Success for All's Fast Track Phonics program that you can find for free on their website. I will try to include a link to that. And so we have been doing this chant every morning. I also try to we have a little card with his name on it that we will put here to practice his name. And so that's the bulk of our calendar time and what we do in the mornings. We do also try to do some different things throughout the day, and so I try really hard to have everything that I need right here on this cart. You'll see we have our books down here, and so we have some basic kind of alphabet books, like this A is for Apple tracing book, so he enjoys going through here and just tracing the letters that he knows. Chicka chicka boom boom, so just different things to help us review our alphabet as a whole. And then right now we are working on the letters N and P, and so I picked these up from the library. They are just very basic. They have different words that start with that letter. So we'll just try to go through some of those. Over here we have our science books for the week. So these are the ones that go with the MESS program lessons that we are using that week. We have a little nature journal that we are really behind on keeping up with. And this is just a crystal kit that I picked up at Goodwill for like $1. And so I thought we might do it because it kind of goes along with the same things we're doing in our science lessons. And then in the middle, I have some kind of social emotional books. This is one that we're doing with, that I got to go with the Choose Love curriculum. I will sometimes have some other things in here. And then we have some of our ASL cards as well. So then up on top, we have some of our basic supplies. So this is what I consider our menu for the week. We don't get to all of this every week. Like I said, this is more of a menu, sort of a feast approach for us. But for me, with my ADHD, it's really helpful to have in front of me, like, oh yeah, we could play a game together. Oh yeah, we could do our art project. And so I personally find that really helpful. I just made a little printout of that alphabet chant that we've been using. This is my son's little book of worksheets that we do to go along with our letters. This one he decided not to color when we were looking at it, but we did do the letter sounds, cut and paste yesterday. And then I have here, this is my notebook that has our stuff from Blossom and Root and from our science and other things that I have talked about. And then we have just some notebooks that we use to do some different little like fine motor activities, and some stickers, and then our little fine motor workbooks. These Kumon workbooks are fantastic. My son particularly loves the Let's Cut Paper one, but we also have Let's Sticker Paste and Let's Fold, and we will do these every now and then. We also have Let's Color somewhere. I need to find it. And so the way that I have all of this stuff standing up in here is this is just a mesh letter holder that I have zip tied down to the cart itself. Then we just have basic supplies up here. Like I said, we have a little pointer that my son likes to use when we do the alphabet. He picked out this little pencil case at the Dollar Tree, and so he has his crayons in it. We have some extra dry erase markers, scissors, and glue. I started putting things in these peanut butter jars because I figured out that his little hands have a hard time opening them still, and so this is a way to have scissors where they're easily accessible for me but not for him. And we have just some chunky markers and a dot marker because some of these worksheets use dot markers. He loves a dot marker page. And then just some extra stuff for me, pens. I like to use a wet erase marker on this menu so that it doesn't smudge. Okay, I'm coming back because I realized that I forgot part of the cart. This part back here is where I have stuff for some of the different activities that we will try to do. So I have some clip cards, some clip cards that I made for matching upper and lowercase letters and the mnemonic letters that we use. We have some things like different sound matching cards that we use with these little counters, just some different activities. This one is really fun. I can do a more detailed walkthrough of some of this stuff. This is a little sandwich making game from Tara West. It's actually a freebie, and so you basically make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich by matching the different sounds with the letters. We also have some rhyming cards from her. We have some letter stamps. Again, we're working on N and P this week, so we have the stamps for those, and my son really enjoys doing that. And then we have some manipulatives for math. My son loves these dinosaur counters and his pom-poms, and so he's always playing with them. And so I just need to pull out a few so that I know if we are sitting down to work on something that I have what I need. And then we have some materials for our little journals that I was talking about earlier, our little yellow notebooks, just to practice fine motor stuff, and then kind of more of that back here. So that is this section. You can tell it's kind of enclosed on 3 sides, and that is intentional. I put this up against the wall so that my son does not just come over here and start pulling stuff out randomly. But then when we pull this over to our table, I can access it. And yeah, that's our cart. Oh, I do have, this is just a piece of border trim from the teacher section at the Dollar Tree. I like to change it out every now and then just to give us something fun to look at. But let me know if you have any questions about our routine, our cart, etc., and I will be happy to answer them. And until next time, bye.